You hear about more situations of women knowing that their significant other, husband, whatever the case may be, boyfriend, you hear more situations to where women know what the dynamics is, that is somebody else, but you would rather play this new role.
Yeah.
Imperfectly perfect, imperfectly perfect. Imperfectly perfect, imperfect, imperfectly, imperfectly perfect. Imperfectly perfect couple. Oh yeah.
Welcome back to the Imperfectly Perfect Couple podcast with Candy.
And I am Tank.
All right. So, anything been catching your eye lately? What's been going on with you? Give the viewers something.
Man. No, but for real though. Okay, what's been catching my eye? What caught my eye was could this be the social media too?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I seen some old craziness. So, one of the things that I seen was in Kansas, there is a statue of Jackie Robinson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Baseball. It's out of there, right?
Okay.
Well, somebody actually stole this bronze statue, and then I seen a report today that they found it and they like dismantled this thing.
What?
Yeah, they stole the statue and dismantled it, and it's like, come on now, man, y'all, we still on this type of. Like,
And this is in, you said, okay, in Kansas.
It's in Kansas,
Okay.
yeah. Like they got the statue, and I guess they some type of way, and they dismantled it and took it wherever. And then I seen today that they found it in some location in Kansas, and it was beyond repairable.
So, this is like a heavy.
Yeah, like how if you was to be down at Tiger Stadium and you see like them big old giant statues.
Yeah, or like our
yeah.
Spirit of Detroit.
Yeah, I don't think it's that huge, but it's huge. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, it's big. Yeah.
Wow.
So and they took that and they dismantled it. I'm like, what in the world are these people doing? You know what I'm saying? That's pretty crazy. That don't make no sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I seen that and I'm like, man, you got something? I got something else if you don't.
Go ahead. No, I don't.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, so
it might come to me, but I can't think right now.
All right. So I seen another tripped out weird story to where it doesn't say exactly where this was, but I'm assuming this was out of the country somewhere.
Okay.
Because I don't even think you can get close to a major airport that has jets and big planes, if you will, that's taken off and doing what these people did. So a group of tourists stood behind the airplane thinking it was cool to see what the experience would be like to, how when you hear the plane throttling up and it get to blowing.
When they about to take
Man,
off.
listen, when that plane hit max, I guess throttle, thrust, takeoff speed.
And them people was blowing all over the place.
Listen, it was one chick that flew into the camera. And of course, none of them were black. Man, I'm like, but I don't, like I said, I don't even know if they were American. They don't appear to be American.
Okay.
But, and I'm seeing them, and they just standing there, just like one of them little metal guardrail thingies that you normally see, like you used to see on the freeway a lot. And they standing behind it, and it's like,
we don't even have anything like that here to where it's like.
No, you're not that close. I mean, not maybe like in like like the
overseas.
little, or no, maybe like the smaller cities or something like that.
Okay.
But that's like far out to. But I still don't think
do that.
I still don't think like with the regulations that we have, with the I think it's the FCC and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think that they allow you to. I mean, literally, it was probably pretty much like they were probably here, between here and where the camera is at. No, I'll say where the end of this table is at up there. That's the space where the street is at, and where the games is at out there. That's where the guardrail was at, and the plane was up there. I mean, you can look. I can show you. And that's from. Man, that was so stupid. I'm like, what?
People just be looking to live on the edge.
Listen, I ain't trying to live on that edge. I mean, I was thinking to myself.
I was thinking like debris and all kind of
Thank
stuff.
you.
Metal
Thank
from
you.
the airplane.
Thank you. I'm thinking about rocks blowing
Shards
up.
of metal in your
man. And they standing there, they just blowing there. I'm like, man, these people. Some people were just bored.
Didn't
you know
they have a baby out there too? Wasn't it like it was a kid?
I don't know. Oh, you seen it too?
I seen it, but I don't remember if it was like a baby or like a small child or somebody out there.
Hey, listen, it was retarded. I can tell you that. It was retarded. What you got?
So, the one post that caught my attention is because, a lot of people out there are foodies and we like to eat and do things of that sort. And so, this guy put a pack of ramen noodles under a microscope, right?
Oh, okay.
And seen these little clear bugs.
Yep.
Like little transparent bugs.
Yep.
Like crawling all in and out of
Yep.
the ramen noodles and all of that stuff. And, it just made me think about like a lot of different things with like your grains and things with the pantry and things that you keep, that you may not even think twice to rinse off because it's coming out of a package or coming out of a container, and that just like kind of like it startled me a little bit, but then it didn't surprise me because it's like you really don't know what you eating when you cooking, when you preparing your food. Like you do your best. Like, I know with my rice, like if I do like long grain rice, I let it soak. And I let it soak in like a cap full of apple cider vinegar. And I've been doing that for like some years now. Right. And I rinse it until the water runs clear after I let it soak. But I mean, that's not telling if it's really killing what may be on the rice or whatever the case. But I never really thought like, oh, let me take these ramen noodles out of this package and rinse them off. And now I'm thinking like if I eat them again, I'm going to be like rinsing them and soaking them and doing all of that stuff.
Right, like how you would prepare the rice.
So it just makes me like think twice when it comes to a lot of stuff. Like, just making sure that I'm cleaning and preparing and rinsing and going through the motions of just any type of grain, any type of box noodle, packaged noodle. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's just an eye opener. But you know what?
The comments was wild.
I didn't read through the comment section. That's something I didn't do. But the one thing I can say is that I used to always tell people, or like when conversations would come up about, are we like the only life form or whatever the case may be, or not necessarily life form, but like you can build a house and you call yourself like clearing this land of, or whatever it may be, disinfecting it, but some type of way, somehow it's going to be some type of organism or something that's going to be growing somewhere. So it's like you can't get rid of everything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when you look at it on the flip side, most of us don't think about it like that, but according to, things I've heard, it's like, we got bacteria and good bugs and all that stuff in us, and that's needed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get rid of some of that, that can mess you up as well. You know what I'm saying?
For the women, we go through them things and them changes and things of that sort, and clearing out all of the bacteria is not good for your flora and your vajayjay and all of that stuff. So,
right.
I don't know if that's the case for like y'all anatomy or whatever.
No, just wash your balls. Wash them.
Just wash them.
Get them clean. Scrub them. Scrub them up.
Scrub them with what?
Good soap. Soap
No,
and water.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Scrub them boys. Get in the shower. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
You
Lift them up.
You're gonna do a whole hygiene
Lift them up.
podcast.
Throw them over your shoulder.
What? That should be going that high.
Throw them over your shoulder.
Unless you got some type of elephant, what they call it, elephantitis or something like that. No. What is wrong with you?
Get them together.
We don't do all of that. We just got skin and folds and things of that sort. We don't do all of that.
Something else I would say, as far as like something that's been catching my eye. I'm surprised we ain't even speak on this. Mm-hmm. And hold on, like maybe this should be a whole segment by itself. Okay, yeah. So something that's been catching my eye, and like I said, surprised we haven't spoke on this, and what this is.
What's that?
Man, the celebrities been tripping, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
been a lot
You
of
got
beef.
comedians, and then you got
Rap
chicks and
rap gods.
everybody. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
going at each other, and I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's coming back. And the crazy thing, can we say names or should we even mention it? Okay, so I'm not gonna mention it, but with the guys' rap beef, those of you that have seen it, it's trending all across Instagram, so y'all know who we are talking about. This beef happened
Years ago.
in the early 2000s. Like, I can remember distinctly, I was in high school or about to graduate high school, and they were back and forth.
One of Detroit's finest.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but that, it was so funny because, like, the mixtapes was so, like, funny to me.
Yeah.
Like, hearing them, like, go back and forth, and I'm like, wow, it's so funny.
Here we go again.
And then the women.
Some of the stuff been getting disrespectful.
Yeah. And
Disrespecting grave sites and...
yeah, and I just don't understand it because it's like, they seem like they were cool, so I don't know if it was because of the backstory of working with other artists. And,
I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, and you thought you were supposed to just be mines, and you can only be mines.
I think that was it. And then if you look at, the two that's been, two of them has been dropping songs with each other.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of the problem too, to where when you have, it's a common factor, one, that ain't never, they did do one song.
Yeah.
Because her husband and
brother
cousins made that happen. Mm-hmm. But it was still tension there with that. You know what I'm saying? With them, and that never went anywhere and whatever. You know what I'm saying, from there. But then you have the other two, the Meg and the B.
Mm-hmm.
They've been dropping. Meg and the B. They got 2 songs out.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
and they constantly, they did the
okay.
one song, and then they came back and did another song, and and I'm assuming that's probably having somebody feeling some type of. I don't know. That's the only thing I can say. I can think of, and it could be a thing too, to where it's been like little side shots going back and forth, like on certain songs. I don't know, but it's been like, dang, and people have been saying like, man, wait a minute, what's going on with 2024? Like, sheesh. Yeah. Everybody just letting everything.
How many months we got left?
Man.
We just started. Like, it's already started. Like, they had a whole meme to where it's like they put the rap people beef. Then they put the guy who lunged at the judge.
Oh, man.
They had his little square up in there. And so they had, like, other things that occurred, like, this year. And it was, like, 6 to 8 squares of different things that had already filled up the calendar for January. But, they've been kind of doing that since, like a few years now, kind of highlighting what's happened each month. Man. And it's like, it's just one thing after another.
Yeah, it's entertaining every day. And then like with the guy who addressed the guy from, the M from, addressed M, I just say M. I was shocked that he came with another song today. You know what I'm saying? You wake up and hear, I'm like, whoa.
Cause it's like
you feeling like Jay-Z or something with the pen.
And it was like I feel like Meg came so hard that the other one couldn't even like respond, and it was like, what are you talking about? Like, a lot of people were saying like, nah, she just put the nail in the coffin and that was it.
It's crazy. But so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. You know what I'm saying with that. And then you got anything else?
No, but for all of that, I would just like to say, like, squash the beef. That's all.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's a distraction. It sells and it gets people's attention.
Because look at us.
And we're talking about it.
We're talking about it right now. We're talking about it right now.
It's entertainment.
In other news,
Mm-hmm.
the Lions.
Yeah.
Man, the Lions.
Yeah.
You hear me? I mean, it was a thing to where, like, I'm like, oh, they playing. They want it.
They came out.
They came out the gate just ready.
Just like,
and I'm like, okay, they want this. They about to take this. Yeah, we're going to be watching them on the 11th for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Those little conspiracy theories that had came out, or theories that came out
they were
prior before, I'm looking like, wait a minute. I'm like, hey, one of them was wrong because Baltimore ain't get in there. Kansas got in. And I'm like, so that's wrong. And I'm like, okay, so maybe this one gonna be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Out of the team that's supposed to be picked.
Man, I didn't know what to anticipate.
It was emotional roller coaster because it just seemed as if like they had it. And I'm not even like a sports dude. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But just by me following the games that I did follow with the Lions this year, the pattern that I seen within them, rather it being a coach era or players era, they always had a pattern, you know what I'm saying, this season to where if they win 3 games straight, they're going to lose that 4th one. Or if they win 4, they're going to lose, and then they're going to come back, and then they're going to be on another little roll again to where they're winning. And if you do the math on it, they had won. I think this was like their 3rd game that they had won. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, I don't know. I don't know, but the way how they started that game, it was just like, they got it.
Because, I was like, we about to do something.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
Because San Francisco, that's what they played, right? Yeah. They were really lost. They were looking distraught.
I don't think that they expected.
I didn't expect for them to come out like that.
I didn't
mean,
either.
They were going. And then it was like,
they lost momentum.
Man, because like, and then the thing, like I said too, is like, just think about it. You were up 17 points. Oh, just say 20 points.
Then you had 2 opportunities for 2 field goals.
Not only that, though. Not only that. You were up 20 points almost. 17 points at one point. You were up. And then mentally, what that would do to the average individual mentally, that's like, dog, you at the craps table or you whatever at the casino, and all of a sudden you up 100,000 from 100, and you thinking you can hit the jackpot, and all of a sudden it just started dwindling. And next thing you know, all you got is $200 left. Do you know how yo everything is gonna be like? You're gonna be crushed. I think the fact of you losing by how many, you know what I'm saying, like that gap, closing that, man, yeah.
My sister best described it as, just imagine getting hit from the back.
Oh, Lord.
And that spot is being hit in the
fellas
right
can't
spot.
Relate. We can't
and
relate.
then he moved. And then, like, all momentum's gone. And you can't orgasm.
Well, I don't know nothing about none of that. But
you go through the motions, though. I'm saying,
that's
like,
terrible.
You know that motion. You know what I'm saying? Like, to relate, but not to relate to that particular scenario. But that's how she described it. And I was like, oh, my God. But, yeah, it was a lot of people. I know, like, even coming back to work that Monday, like, all of the people, they were so sad and they were so disappointed. And it's just like, boy, I'm proud of them, though.
No, most definitely. Congratulations to them.
They went a long way. They have 32 years.
So let me ask you this question, because I know what my answer is. Mm-hmm. It was a thing online that Monday morning. Mm-hmm. And the question was basically saying, like, it was basically throughout there. It wasn't even the question. It was just basically saying they did a good job, and we still should give them a parade. Mm-hmm. How do you feel? Yes or no?
No.
See, I feel the same way.
3 is not a winner, and 2 nobody remembers.
Not only that, it's just like, no, we don't. I related it to, like, I commented on 2 different posts, and I said, I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, that's the problem today. We celebrate subpar. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, you don't celebrate being subpar. No, we congratulate them. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up.
You'll
Big
even
ups.
wear a t-shirt.
That is what's up. Oh, trust me. The Fords have seen an uptick in the sales all the way around.
We'll even wear a
You
hat.
hear me? I mean, they've seen it.
Yeah.
Hell, this is our third week talking about them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just don't agree with the thing of a parade.
I don't even think that it would even want to be like in their taste buds to where like
Yeah.
I think the taste was kind of slapped out of their mouth in a sense.
Man.
To where it was like they felt embarrassed, they looked sad, and it's like
Yeah.
they would probably want to celebrate, but they probably gonna celebrate in their own way, not
Right,
like with the
right.
whole city,
Right.
But and then I was even hearing things to where how they throw that out there, and they were talking about it on the radio and stuff. Like it may have been bought for them not to get there.
I'm not going to even get into that because I don't even know.
I don't know nothing about that either.
So I won't even
I was just
speak.
I was just more so repeating back what I heard people talking about. So
yeah, but that there was a big it was a letdown, but at the same time it's like, man, we ain't been on the edge of our seats watching our
city
Detroit Lions,
right.
You know what I'm saying, in this position and possibly predicament that they were in. So it's like, dog, one game, y'all at the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool. Oh, but then the cool thing, what came on, I don't know if that was Tuesday. It had to be Tuesday. So yeah, it was a thing to where I think it's the defensive coach and maybe I don't know but it's 2 coaches. I know it was the defensive coach for sure. They're staying.
That's good.
That was listen.
They
it was huge. No. Yeah, yes, they should. But the thing about it was that it was a thing of them saying that it was teams like, and they were being offered head coach position jobs. So you ain't standing behind nobody. No, this is your ship. This is your hookup, and they.
But the good thing is that, like, a lot of times when those things happen, when you have, like, your offensive and defensive, is it coaches? Like, they feel like a family in a sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if they got a good bond and a good connection, they not just going to roll up. Just like how Prime got his people, and they've been...
Don't do that.
What?
No, because there's people that feel a certain way about that whole situation,
know.
so that's a bad example.
No, I'm just saying,
No.
But that's the example that I was just more so saying.
That's a bad example.
Okay, well, that's
I'm just
how
saying.
I think.
For people, yeah, but I'm just saying. There's a lot of people that don't feel like that about with him because it was like once you packed up and left, ain't nobody been talking about no HBCU since then.
That's true, and there's controversy behind that, but I'm just saying how the team with the coaches and things, they feel more so like tight-knit, like a family. And what I'm saying about the Lions is that they probably feel more so connected and like a family, and that's kind of why.
That ain't what it is. It was it's unfinished business. It's unfinished business, 1, and then 2, it's a thing to where if y'all offer me this and I don't even have a championship, wait till I get one, and now I'm gonna really show you how much I'm really worth. That's what. So it's like you basically you playing like you raising your stakes on your end. It's like, okay, I want this for myself because I know we can do it. I'm gonna go back and examine and build and bring some key people in, and then boom, hopefully we get it next year. And then if I get that ring, I'm hopefully you're not out of here. But if you are, it's like they can't come to you talking sideways at this point. So but other than that, yeah, congratulations to the Lions for making it as far as y'all did go. Very entertaining. Very entertaining. You know what? You got anything else before we end this out? One of the best, and I don't know if people are really paying attention like that, but one of the best marketing moves that I hadn't seen in a while was the whole thing with Jess. Hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
How they, you know what I'm saying? Like it was tight lips, and I like the fact that
It was loose lips.
it was tight lips behind everybody that works there at the station, but the beauty in it was how they had all of the other people, all the other, you know, maybe I wouldn't even say radio personalities, but just people that have some type of influence, to where they may have a podcast or whatever the case may be, or they could be radio personalities too, and they were all talking about how she messed up her bag and this and this and that. I mean, doing a whole segment, and it was like, okay, watch this, and then they just dropped it on. You know what I'm saying? So, and I had made a post basically saying, you know, that's proof to where you can't believe everything that you
See and hear.
So that made me think about what you were saying about the guy dealing with the about the ramen noodle thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because people do stuff for attention.
And views,
You know
and
what I'm
likes
saying?
and shares, and
Right.
things of that sort.
Right. So, I mean, if it's nothing else, I mean, we at the radio, and I think we're going to take it.
We at the radio.
I mean, we at the radio, like, that's where we were at. We talking about the radio and all that type of stuff. So, I mean, when we come back, I think we got some things to talk about.
Yeah.
Or hum. All right, we'll be back. All right. We are back. The topic at hand is that people try to act as if the whole side chick thing is so new. It's unheard of. We know that they are there. We know that they exist. But subconsciously and unconsciously, we have been being groomed, if you listen to music.
Yes.
Throughout the years. You hear all type of songs that promote this type of behavior of the side chick.
That your great-grandmother was singing, that your grandmother was singing, that your mother was singing, that you sing, and your kids probably hum it too.
Oh,
okay?
My goodness. And as, like, how I seen it, like, the post I seen today that would make this even more efficient or hit home. Side chicks are making a difference in America today.
I feel that they are. I just feel that my thing is this. I just really feel like a lot of people are in denial about being the side chick.
Why do you say that?
Because they want to be the main chick.
Okay.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, okay, know your place and your position. There's a lot of people that have
place and position.
Yeah, it's serious. Like, you know, like you have a lot of people that are out there that are in stable relationships like us. You know, people that are married, people that are dating and things of that sort. And you know where and who this man is and where he spends the majority of his time. Who and with, if he got kids. And you know if you just sneaking in and out with him, if he got more than one phone, if he telling you
I'm a businessman.
No, you ain't got more than one phone. If you prove it, let me see the receipts. If he's sneaking out on you in the middle of the night, if he got somewhere to be and never stay the night, like these are all clues.
But I don't think that the side chick. I don't think that a side chick would be having all of that type of access like that.
To a certain extent.
No, you ain't gonna have that type of access. No.
To a certain extent. I mean, sometime is being promised. I feel from these lists.
Of what?
Of songs that I have, sometime is being promised. Okay.
What you got?
Okay, so I'm gonna take it back to the 70s because I didn't go back to.
So
the
this
60s.
started at least in the 70s.
It started in the 60s, I'm pretty sure.
I know it's for sure. Okay, go ahead.
Pretty
What you
sure,
got?
but I'm going to hit you with the 70s first. So
okay. Take your time with it, too.
Let's start with Rufus and Shaka Khan. Sweet Thing, okay? Everybody know that? Oh, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? Okay.
So wait a minute. Hold on. We got to talk about
What'd
that,
she
though.
say? I will love you anyway,
Okay.
even if you cannot stay.
Oh, my Lord.
I think you are the one for me.
Not the one.
Yes. Here's where you ought to be.
Ooh.
Okay.
So wait a minute. So hold on. This was the 70s, right?
This was the 70s.
So at least in the 70s. So what I'm getting from that is that in the 70s, that these women, they knew what they wanted.
She said, I just want to satisfy you.
Just want to satisfy.
Because you're not mine. Okay? That's what she said.
Where they at? Where they do
She
that
said,
at?
you're
What-
not mine. Okay?
But see, but it ain't nothing wrong with it if you know your place.
She said that too. She knew her place, but she was still getting time. The place was still respected. She was still in her position.
Ooh.
But she still acknowledged the fact that, hey, I still get some time here and there. You know what I'm saying?
And she made a song about it.
Rufus and Shaka Khan.
Oh, man. What, you got something else?
Yes. Also from the 70s, okay?
Okay.
From a guy's perspective.
Oh, I mean, the dudes. Okay, what the dude done said.
Luther Ingram, okay?
What did he say?
The name of this song is If Loving You Is Wrong, I Don't Want to Be Right.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
He said, your friends tell you it's no future
Dang.
in loving a married man.
Ooh.
Okay?
Friends with her. Hold on. Time's out. You got some more to that song?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If I can't see you when I wanna,
Mm.
I'll see you when I can. How do you feel about that?
So the friends was trying to cock block. Maybe they wanted to be in that position. I think so.
No.
That's what I kind
He
of get.
acknowledged that you are my
Yeah.
side piece.
And
know?
and her friends was telling her that it ain't right.
Yeah, in the second verse.
So
yeah.
her friends was cock blocking.
In a sense.
They were cock blocking.
I don't think that they were cock blocking.
That's
They
what
were
it
looking
sound like
out
to
for
me.
her best interest.
Listen, she knew what her best interest was. You heard what the first song said? The first song
This
said.
is heavy.
Hey, listen. But this just goes to show you how you can be groomed
Groomed.
and hearing these songs and saying them and you don't know. And that's my jam. So, how did you break this down by years or something?
I know for sure Rufus and Shaka Khan was 75. I didn't write down what Luther Ingram was, but it was like around the same time. Might have been like 73 or something like that.
Okay.
Don't quote me. But yeah, so then we're gonna move to the 80s, okay? This is our generation.
All right.
First up, 85. We got Whitney, okay? Whitney Houston. Saving All My Love for You, okay?
I never knew that. How did them lyrics go? Wait a minute. Go ahead. What'd they say?
A few stolen moments is all that we share. You've got a family.
And that's a ballad.
And they yep. And I try to resist to be last on your list, but no other man's gonna do.
Wait a minute. So they went settled. They went classy dress, settled,
Baby.
and they still was talking about being with a married man and acknowledging the fact
So
that
I'm
it's
saving
okay.
all my love for you. And second verse hits on the fact that her friends tried to warn her about all of this.
Wow.
But she would rather be at home feeling sad and blue because she's saving all her love for him.
Wow.
It's deep.
Wow.
It goes deep. Okay, classy side chick, what they would call back in the day, mistress song. Okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, there's a few more that I'm going to put out there, but I'm not going to sing them. So, this is all 80s. So, SOS Band, Just Be Good to Me. Remember that? I don't care what the others say.
Yeah. Dog, I didn't know that.
Yes, that's a side chick mistress song.
Wait a minute, hold on. So people been knocking at the back door all these years. That's what you telling me?
Are you letting people in, though?
Obviously, I mean, they was making these songs about him. They was making these songs about him, and hey, it must have been going down.
Going down. Then we got Part-Time Lover, Stevie Wonder. I don't know the words.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Part-Time Lover.
And you got this man singing about it.
Mm-hmm.
And he part-time loving somebody.
Mm-hmm.
What in the smithereens is going on? What in the world?
Then we got, I don't know the song right offhand, but I seen it on one of the little TikToks or Instagram posts. Jocelyn Brown, Someone Else's Guy. I'm not familiar with it. I don't really remember it, but I know that that was a big song too.
Wow.
And then everybody remembered this because they remade this. Shirley Murdoch, As We Lay.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah, I do know that one. It's morning.
Yep, it's morning.
Yep, that's a sweet song right there. But I never really peeped game that she was talking about being banged out by somebody that ain't hers. I never knew that.
And then Kelly Price remade it in like the early 2000, late 90s,
Wow.
early 2000s. I don't know if you remember the video, but it took me back to watch the video, and I'm like, for Kelly Price, and I'm like, Vivica Fox played the wife in the video, and she was singing to her in the audience, and I'm like, oh, she was really singing to her, like we forgot about the price that we paid as we lay. So, all right.
I'm baffled.
So then we're gonna go to the 90s, right?
Okay.
Take you to the 90s.
All right.
Okay. Escape. This was like late 90s. You're My Little Secret.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Remember that? You're my little secret.
That shit,
That's
that
how
bang so
we
tough.
should keep
Man,
it.
hold on. Yeah.
So
Still go.
this one I was kind of up in the air about because it sounds like the lyrics to me, and we can talk about this a little bit. The lyrics to me kind of sound like a cheating song in a sense, not necessarily having a side chick, but it puts me in the mind frame of side chick.
Basically, you still was condoning it.
Yeah.
You was still. It was parties condoning.
I don't know if it was condoned, but Usher, you make me wanna. You make me wanna leave.
I know the song. I'm trying to.
Do you remember it?
I don't know though.
Okay, so how did it go? What's sad is you're the one that hooked us up, knowing it should have been you.
But that sounded like it was a friend then.
I love her, but I'm falling for you.
So he was messing around with the person that hooked him
What
up.
should I do? Should I tell my baby bye bye? Should I
Yeah,
do
no, you're right.
exactly what I feel inside?
And you know what? That's when. Yep.
And this was his first out of the gate, like not his first hit, but like his stardom.
But then, what you know, it's rumored that a lot of the songs that he was singing was about somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody gave him them songs to sing.
Of course, he was little. He was like 14, 15 or something when that came out. So I was kind of on the fence about that. But then we have SWV, You're the One.
You're the one.
You don't remember that? You're the one. You're the one.
Right.
I know that you're somebody else's guy.
Wow. Wonk. Boy, y'all be bang. Ooh.
So.
Wait a minute, man. Wow.
So then we had Mary J. Blige, I Can Love You Better Than She Can. That ain't but I just added that in there. Remember, I can love you.
Oh.
Sitting here, wondering
Boom, boom.
why you don't love me.
Boom.
The way that I love you, and baby, have no fear. So, yeah. And then you had Lil' Kim in there, and she came out. If I told you once, I told you twice.
So this behavior has been going on.
It's been going on.
Since the end of times, or beginning of times.
Yes. And let me add in Aaliyah, If Your Girl Only Knew. She would probably leave you alone.
Wow.
She would probably curse you out and not answer her phone. It's deep. All of these songs, and I can remember being a little girl singing these songs. I was young. I was a little.
And our parents used to be banging these songs, man. Parents and aunties banging these songs.
And we were being groomed and didn't know it.
This was a cutthroat era.
And I'm pretty, it's other songs out there too. And like, of course, we're going to move on to the 2000s, okay? And we're going to come back with another Usher. Confessions 2. He had a Confessions 1, but Confessions 2. These are my confessions. Just
Okay,
when I thought
okay.
I liked it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
chick on the side said she got one
Right,
on the way.
right.
Okay. Dilemma. Nelly and Kelly. Remember that? Oh, I love you and I need you. Nelly, I love you. I do. Remember that?
I'm trying, but how's...
I met this chick and she just moved right up the block for me. Na, 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 na. Oh no. Oh, I don't know all of the words, but basically the song is about Kelly moving on the block with her child, her, I guess, husband.
Oh,
He
no.
sees her and
Damn.
he wants her. So they basically have an affair.
He wanted to be the milkman.
So they basically have an affair, fall in love with each other and all of that stuff.
Wow.
Then I have, I was on fence about this one too, just like the other Usher song.
Okay.
JT, Justin Timberlake, Cry Me a River. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Cry Me a River.
I remember the song.
You were my son. Yeah, so that, he talks about finding infidelity in a relationship that he knows that she's been cheating on him for a long time, and he like leaves her abruptly, and he wants, you know, her to pay for it in a sense.
Wow.
So
I'm like really blown away, not because of the drink, but I'm blown away because I really didn't know half of these songs was really talking about condoning this type of stuff.
man,
This is Spooky City.
and then I would just say the most recent one that I did have for the 2000s. I know there are many, many more, but SZA, The Weeknd.
Which one?
The song, The Weeknd. My man is her man.
Oh, yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
So she's saying
I
with
just get
days.
satisfied
Man.
through the weekend.
And
Don't quote
that's,
me.
hey, listen, that song
You're
go.
the 9 to 5.
That song go too.
Yeah,
Boom,
so,
boom, boom.
yeah. Don't quote me on the words, but you know.
So, to me, it seems as if just going off of just the music and the tones, do you think that particular era back then, do you think, what would you say the difference is? I'll say that. Well, I asked that question. What would you say that if you, this is all speculation. We really don't know because we wasn't here in the 70s and the 80s. Most of us was just getting here and we still ain't know. But just going off of, you know, just stories that you might have heard, things that you might know or whatnot. And if you can compare and contrast certain situations that would be considered similar but based on the details that you know about how things panned out today versus the things that you heard, how they took place or panned out back then, what would you say the difference is in a situation like that?
I would say back then, it was more so trying to be disclosed, or they were trying to have some type of disclosure about it. Like they didn't want it out in the open, so it was just one of those things that was talked about, but it was taboo to even mention it, because sometimes, even though some of these people may have been the side chick or the side woman, they may have had families with this married man or man that had a family. So I think now it's just more so of a thing to where it's out there in the open. We've been singing about it all of these years, and then we go back to the 60s and 70s and we pull songs that, they were singing about
Yeah,
this
it's the
the whole
same
time.
thing.
And it's just like light bulb, and it makes you think like, wow, like, like now it's just more so like, yeah, he got a side chick, and I found out about it, and I want to go bust the windows out the car. That's another one.
Oh, yeah.
Jasmine Sullivan.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
So, this is another one I was on edge about too, that I didn't mention. Donnell Jones, Where I Want to Be.
Yep.
And but I was still on the fence about it because it still sounded like cheating as opposed to having a side chick.
It's still having a side chick, but you cheating. It's kind of a difference to where, like, you know, I mean, if you're talking about, okay, so since we're talking about, you know, artists bringing it up, okay, by being the dude, if he has a woman it's kind of crazy because that's one of them like male versus woman things. It's coming off as he's cheating, but if it's coming off as if a female artist is singing about it, she's the side chick.
Yeah, I can
Depending on the dynamics,
I can
because if
see
she's
that.
not, if she got a whole situation going on and he's single, then it's like he a side dude then.
Cause like even like the lyrics from even when I compare kind of like the lyrics from SZA and Whitney Houston, it's kind of somewhat like in my head. I don't know if that'll be the same for all of you, but it's kind of like the same type of vibe in a sense. Like she know that he got this thing going on, but she like, hey, like you take these days and I got him on the weekend.
Man.
And it's like she knows about it, but in a sense, I felt like in Whitney's case, they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like it was open in a sense,
right.
So,
yeah, because that would be the thing. Yeah, in order to, well, I ain't gonna say in order to be a side chick. No, I can't even say that.
You can't get a side chick 1-on-1.
No, I can't say that. No, I don't. No.
But yeah, I don't. Coming from a male's perspective too, like I don't know because like I was just more so going based off of the lyrics to say that from 2 of the males that I mentioned, it might have or 3 that it could have sounded like it was just a cheating thing, not him noticing that he was acknowledging a side chick. Now I know there are songs out there that acknowledge like, you know, I got a woman,
right,
and you know you the side chick, but you know, and y'all have even had interaction.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But you know what? Like, I kind of feel as if now this may be very, very, very taboo. This may be very, very, very taboo. My thing is, if you know all of that, which there are cases to where people do know. So just say, for instance, you know, if the woman know that this man is whatever the case may be, or let's just say if all parties know, you know what I'm saying? So if the guy wife playing dumb and the side chick is just playing her part, she's okay with being the side chick, make it official. Make it official with everybody.
See, I think it's a power trip though. I don't feel that that's something that like a wife or a main chick or whomever you would want to be titled in your relationship. I feel that it's a thing to where you want to be the only one. You don't want to share.
But no, but I'm talking about, and for those situations to where, you know, you do have people that know. If all parties know, like, okay, vice versa. Like in the song that you said with Nelly and Kelly. So if it's a thing to where if a guy see a chick and he knows she got a whole entire family, and if her dude say, well, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Why don't have that conversation?
That's true. I mean, it can come off as being more so. But see, people don't want to have those taboo conversations to where they're like, okay.
But you would rather, even though you may know, because you hear about more situations of women knowing that their significant other, husband, whatever the case may be, boyfriend, you hear more situations to where women know what the dynamics is, that is somebody else, but you would rather play this new role.
Yeah.
Like but that, to me, that's backwards.
Like Tasha say from Escape. She said she liked being in the same room with you and your girlfriend because the fact that she don't know, it turns me on. It's a thrill. It's a thrill for people.
I mean, listen to it, most definitely.
It's a thrill.
It's a thrill. You know what I'm saying? But that...
maybe it's a thing to where they think like I could just mess this relationship up at any point, any given time. I can hang this because some people, I don't know about the experience or anything like that, and I don't know people in those situations. But from an outside point looking in, it just seems like if that man is naive enough to let somebody kind of hold that power over him, like this person could come in and mess everything up that he has established. Like, I think men back then, like, 60, 50, 60, whatever, years or whatever the case, like our grandfathers and things of that sort, like, they had more control, and it was like the women were a little more submissive to where they knew, like, okay, as long as you're taking care of home. And we talked about this before.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, the whole dynamics, it was a thing to where you didn't have as many women in the workforce like that.
Yeah.
So majority of the women were home. They wasn't really outside like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe if they went out or whatever the case and did certain things or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't, the women wasn't working the way how today's women work.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't even say it was a thing of control. No, it's a thing of, I know what you're doing. I know you either at home with the kids or your kids, or you pretty much where you at. You ain't gonna really be too many places. Today is, hey, you got women.
I might just show up at your job.
You got women running shops. You got businesses. You got women in school. You got women doing it all, running whole households and doing all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you got women multitasking more so than ever. So it's a thing to where it's like, I ain't gonna say that you can't control that woman, but it's a thing to where it's like you can't really predict what she's into. You know what I'm saying? Because I think
if you got somebody that stay out the way.
What do you mean?
Because you do run across people that be toxic and be ready to just
who is toxic? Who?
I'm saying like the side chick. Like, you kind of got people that be ready for this type of stuff so they can create the drama around it. And they really be having like underlying mental health disorders and things that be going on.
I don't know nothing about none of that part. So
Some of that. I'm just putting that out there because it is, some cases.
I don't know. Listen, all I'm saying is, it's just amazing to where when you sit back and you dissect a lot of these songs, because people tend to say, like, you got to be careful with things that you are around and things you put in your body, things you listen to, things that you hear, and then you go back and it's like, well, I'll be damned. These songs has been just like how you have, as they try to say, the violent songs, back then, how they was trying to ban, hardcore gangster rap music and, video games for whatever the case may be. Is like, I'm not saying you should ban these type of songs that talk about those type of issues or situations that's going on in relationships or whatnot. But it's like, what type of effects or impacts do these songs actually have on people? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What type of effects? So, and then it's amazing. Like I said, you go back and like half of all of these songs that you named, I mean, just in our era alone, these were big songs. These wasn't no songs to the point to where that they were, this was just an album cut, or this was just on their album or their CD or whatever the case. No, these songs were like mainstream hits. You know what I'm saying? So just like how people sit up and criticize and talk about, the songs that have you dancing and provocative and doing certain things in this way.
Twerking and booty shaking.
So my thing is what are these songs doing to the young teen mind, or just even your mind? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but it's just something to think about. It's most definitely something to think about. I can say for sure that I was kind of shocked about something. It's like I knew, but then I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? As you were saying some of the songs, I didn't know that. Like, dang, they singing about what? But the thing is, you can't be blind to the fact, because these things do take place every day.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's how I met her.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me. You're going to make me go lemonade up in here and bust out some car windows. So, this is the one thing that I want to hear from y'all. The songs that we did name are just a snippet. We know there's all kind of different R&B artists. Toni Braxton. It was even a song of hers that I didn't even know that was talking about infidelity and side chicks. So, I would like y'all to comment. Okay, I'm not going to clap. Comment your favorite side chick song, or share with us some side chick songs that you guys know of or maybe you can enlighten us on some ones that were not mentioned on the show today. So comment, like, share. We want to hear your input and your feedback. So make sure you let us know your favorite side chick, aka Mr. Songs.
Or if you were like me, when you found out or sat back and listened to some of these songs, how, like, did you know? Or when, like how they
At
say,
what age?
I was today's years old when I found out. Like, when did you find out, like, what that song really meant, that it was promoting that?
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Because I swear, Tony Braxton's like, who do you think I am? You know that she's my man.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
So, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. We'll put that question, we'll put that on or what you call and whatnot. But, that's it.
Yeah, that's it for me. So, yeah, comment, like, share, follow if you're not already following. We do appreciate all of the support. We love you guys and your feedback and everything that you do offer. And, you know, your opinion matters. So, like, share it.
Yeah, we're doing this for y'all.
So,
You are our supporters.
We appreciate
can't do
it.
anything without you all, man.
We
Come on
appreciate
now.
it. All of the followers, we're like almost at, 4K?
Yeah, I was going to wait to say something until we actually got to 4K.
Yeah.
But, you know, just let it just be.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, So send all of those comments and follow us on all of the social media platforms at
Imperfectly Perfect Couple.
It's late.
It's the drink.
It's late.
You know, we do these podcasts when the kids are asleep.
Very
so
sleep.
Very
you know what I'm
late.
saying? Yeah, very late. And had my paws on her in a good way.
Shut up.
All right, man.
Have a great night.
I got some unfinished
Have a great day.
Imperfectly perfect, imperfectly